amazing.
Yeah, I'll cook on that. I got a few bits to chat to you about, if that's okay.
Let's do it. Yeah.
How did you feel the event went yesterday?
Rissa, I think is putting on the best event that the city's seen in like 2 years.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's crazy the amount of effort. Like I helped her out with a lot of the, like the foundation stuff, but she just took with it and ran. Like she had the idea of getting gangs involved, and it shows, right?
Yep, 100%.
I also had the meeting with the flight school guys. Should I just quickly give you a quick rundown of all my notes?
Yes. Yep, go for it.
Okay. So the sort of general status, Bazin kind of finds he wants a little bit faster student progression. So as an example, lesson 1 he finds is like if they're very talented, there's no need for lesson 2, they can go into lesson 3. He's someone who I think, he calls students daily. He's very much on it, which we already kind of knew. Bazin.
Okay.
Cuddles. She enjoys the job, but has like limited time, and only takes students who call her. She doesn't like chase people up, whereas Bazin and I think Christian, he does a lot more outreach too. I tried to get in contact with Arthur, like getting those 4 in a room. I'll be honest, Bazin and Christian are really easy to get hold of. Cuddles and Arthur, it's like trying to get blood from a stone. Like,
yeah, I've noticed the same. Like Cuddles used to ask me, like, yeah, Cuddles. Like, I'm very curious to know how many. Okay, yeah. Anyways, but
like put it this way, right? Cuddles, I don't say owes me a lot, but she contacts me pretty much every day to get scraps approved for her. But then the second I need something from her, it took like
literally. Okay, that's literally what I was gonna say. She wanted so much shit from me, and the moment I'm like, even like, because I wasn't even trying to contact her for like brother, like it was, yeah, bro, she used to contact me every day for shit, like things that were even unreasonable, and the moment I asked her for a flight license or like lesson, not even because I was asking it, I just wanted to like give back to her because like I was like, hey, you finally got it. Like, you know what I mean? Trying to show a nice gesture. She's just like, oh, I'm busy. Oh, why are you calling me now? I'm busy too. I'm a busy person too. And I'm like, huh? What the fuck? I'm not even like,
yeah, like,
you know what I mean? Like, what the
really
fuck?
know.
Yeah.
Like, I put it this way, right?
It was so bad that even when I like kind of joked about it, like she must have been yapping to Speedy about it because like Speedy thought I was coming at her sideways. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? It was like I don't know. Like,
yeah, it's just like it's a two-way street. Like you give loads of time for someone, you just want a little bit back, and then it's a different story. But,
yeah.
Their main sort of concerns was the lack of personnel. All instructors kind of mentioned that they were kind of short-staffed, so to speak. There was there was kind of a low student follow-up, so often students drop out after lesson 1. They kind of
really
found. Yeah. They discussed compensation issues. They said, if they make it a bit more worth their while, they'd be willing to put more time into it. But obviously, like, look at Bazing, Cuddles. I don't really know Arthur that well, and Christian too. They've all got loads of things on their plates, right? Flight school isn't their main
priority.
Sort of priority, like, a big thing for them that they kind of discussed was the lack of leadership and structure. There was, because of obviously both you two being quite busy, there's no clear head of operations or a communication line. So when, for example, people are asking them certain things about flight schools, they kind of go, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? So, like for example, they all want more use out of helicopters, as in students. And, this is something which they don't really know who to turn to to communicate about it, right?
Purple, yellow, blue, green.
The key sort of follow-ups, I think they kind of need to look to appoint someone as someone who
are those like someone's Twitch
make the call,
shit?
so to speak, because right now no one has authority, and if a decision needs to be made amongst those guys, they just can't do it.
Oh, animated. Yeah.
They need to formulate some kind of a hiring system, whether it's through a Google Doc or whatever the fuck they want to do. That needs to be done. Like the system itself currently works with the 4 of them, but I feel like there's a lot more. I got the impression they were all sort of on the same page, but there was a lot more improvements to be made to make the system more effective.
Yeah.
It kind of seemed like Bazin and Christian were the 2 who seemed most interested about the becoming, sort of running the thing.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't know, like, if running it is something that Nick wants, right? I think Nick provides, and they're supposed to, like, kind of figure shit out themselves. I'm okay with those 2, like, being the main points of contact if we're working together, to be honest. I'd say they both should work together. Yeah, personally, I think that's an easier way for us to manage it.
Yeah, so you have 2 people who, realistically, the most active, and, like, they've both had, like, although it's obviously very different fields, but obviously Bazin and both Christian both have, like, leadership positions in, like, other jobs they have, right?
Mm.
So I feel like it makes sense. But yeah, it was just like, if I'm being honest, like, you asked me to sort out that meeting like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And I've been chasing up those guys. I think Bazin, in fairness, he was on it, and Christian, after a few days, was on it. The other 2, like,
yeah, that's not ridiculous. Good, right? Because things can never be in standstill, otherwise they die, right? It's that simple.
It's ridiculous. So, for me, I think what we do, we kind of let Baz and Christian know if you guys want to also have more of a senior position, and they can make decisions.
I have to make sure Nick's okay with it.
Okay.
And if they want any formal requests, they both gotta sign have them both work together on who they want as flight instructors, like new people that they want to bring in as instructors. And I will contact Nick and let him know that, like, hey, we'd like these guys to be like the managing when you're not around, right? Just like day-to-day operations.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Did they have issues? Like, well, so
no,
like what?
This was the weird thing. Like, I got the impression from you there was like Bazin was like kind of saying some issues to with the flight school.
He was. He literally was. Yeah.
This is the whole thing that you said when you're in a room with your coworkers. Different story. Like, he didn't complain whatsoever. So I don't know whether he's playing the game of they're all shit, I'm great.
I think he wanted the position.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not surprised though that's San Andreas for you, right?
Yeah, like it's shit on other people, and then you get shone in a better light, so to speak, right?
Yeah. Okay. Easy.
Well, yeah. Other than that, we got a couple of music events coming up with Revival I've been cooking on. We've got one next Tuesday, and I've put together different stickers, baseball caps, Polaroids, and like loads of different merch that can hopefully start, along with the tapes as well, that can start, getting the artist's brand and like image out there a bit more.
1 second. Hey, Pred.
Hey, Mr. Chavez, don't worry. Took care of business. I'm available now, though.
Good. Tsunami's around the corner, and I'm in a meeting right now, but maybe after Storm.
Hey, don't you normally go to those PD meetings and shit? So probably after that.
Yeah. Yes,
I think
that
an hour after Storm.
I'd say about an hour after Storm. That'd work perfect.
All right.
All right.
Perfect. Give me a
easy.
call, and if I don't get a call from you by then, I'll give you one.
Okay, easy. All right.
All right, bye, Mayor Chavez.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
And then the last thing I want to show you, take a look at what I messaged you. So it's something we're going to test today.
Did any of the flight instructors, by the way, mention that they need more? Oh. Yeah, but how is that? That doesn't go throughout this city, does it?
No, it doesn't. But what we're going to do, we're all just going to jump in a van and just go to different hotspots. If you know Senior Buns is popping, we go there.
Oh,
we'll go to
shit.
We'll go to
Okay.
gang blocks and then say, yo, everyone get on this radio. And then it can be that sort of vibe.
Okay. All right. Okay. I fuck with that.
Yeah, we're gonna test that out today. It may go horribly wrong, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. Easy.
Other than that, you know, there's events going on all the time. Like, businesses are doing really well. I think, you know, we're in a pretty good spot in terms of like a business scene, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think so too. I think with the Senior Buns changes too, I think that's helped the food stuff pretty dramatically.
Yeah, it's I think a big thing is I chatted to a lot of the food people the other day, right? And they were all saying, I was kind of speaking to them about like how they feel about certain things and everything was going.
Yeah.
And they were making the point of, someone made a point of, why should I open my stall if every time I open it, I just get shit that it's never open?
Wait, what do you mean?
So
Like people still get shit even if they are open?
Yeah. Like, you go, oh, you guys are never open, yada, yada, yada. Or I want to buy the stall off for you. It's
I mean, because
open.
consumers today are a bunch of bratty, like you know, Zoomers. That's just the reality.
They go into Senior Buns and nothing's open. They go, oh, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it is what it is, I guess, right?
Yep. Yeah.
That's just the consumer's thing. I get it to a degree.
Well, let's
'cause I guess
walk and
that's
talk.
how people are. All right.
Yeah, it's you can't really do anything about it. I mean, people bitch and complain about everything nowadays. You know what I mean? So it just kind of comes with the territory. Unfortunately, I think a lot of the food complaining, I think, has gone away just because now the money's there. Like, I get it, right? Like, here's the thing, though. Most people that complain, let's be honest. Most people that complain already have a food stall.
Yeah, this is what like
Yo, so like I've seen people crying on Twitter, but the thing is, like, their crew will have a food stall, right?
Yeah,
or
it's just
had,
like,
right?
surely.
One of the two. So it's not like it's outside of their abilities. Like, who doesn't have one? If we're gonna be honest.
By the way, Andre said to give him a quick call. He wants to show you his Fight Club press conference room.
Oh yeah, when is the next Fight Club?
In 3.5 hours, I think.
Oh, it's today?
Yeah.
Oh
today.
shit. Okay, that is sick. Okay.
3 hours after something. That's the one. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go to that. Other than that, very good. Yeah, so you're gonna get in touch with Tessa. Do you know when she's normally around?
I don't.